In last video we discussed about recursive functions, and in this video we will discuss hashing functions. First of all, what is hashing function? Let us take one example. Suppose you want to search for an element in the integer array. Your first approach will be that you apply linear search algorithm and your complexity will be big of n, where n is the input size. Next, second case can be you assume that elements are arranged in the ascending order and then apply binary search algorithm and your complexity will be reduced to big of log n. Last case can be if you apply any magic function such that the complexity of searching is reduced to big of 1, that is it has constant time complexity, then that magic function is known as a hashing function. So hashing function is any function which when applied on a key produces an integer result, and that integer result can be used as an index in the hash table. You can have any function as hashing function. The simplest of example of hashing function is h of k equal to k mod m, where k is the key on which you want to apply hash function and m is the table size. These are some properties of an ideal hash function. First, it should be easy to compute, meaning that it should not involve complex calculations. Secondly, it should uniformly distribute the keys over the size of the table. Last, it should have minimum number of collisions. We will discuss about collision in the next slide. Let us take one example. If you want to store a phone book with table size n equal to 5 and you have a hash function hw equal to length of the word w mod 5. Suppose you want to store the name Alice, John, Ria with their phone numbers. Now first is Alice. Word length of Alice is 5. So 5 mod 5 is 0. So you will store Alice with its phone number at index 0. Phone number of Alice is 9578 and something. Similarly, word length of John is 4. 4 mod 5 is 4. So you will store John at index 4. Likewise, Ria, whose word length is 3, will be stored at index 3 because 3 mod 5 is 3. But there is one problem with this approach. If you have another entry like Joe, whose word length is also 3, 3 mod 5 is 3 again. Now we can't store Joe at index 3. So this is known as collision. So what is collision? Collision occurs when different elements are mapped to the same cell in the hash table. That is, if there are two keys k1 and k2 and h of k1 is equal to h of k2, where h is the hash function applied on these keys, then k1 and k2 are said to collide. So what should we do now? Your first approach will be to find a better hashing algorithm. Generally, collisions are unavoidable. We prefer those hashing algorithms which leads to minimum number of collisions. Second, use a bigger table. If we increase the size of hash table, then it will lead to memory wastage because some entries in the hash table will be left blank. Last, need a system to deal with collisions. This is what we do. There are two methods to resolve collisions. First is separate chaining, second is closed hashing. In separate chaining, we use additional data structure like linked list to store the multiple items that hash to the same cell in the hash table. Second, closed hashing. In closed hashing, we do not use any extra data structure, but we try to find empty slot by using some other function. First is separate chaining. Each cell of the hash table points to a linked list of elements that are mapped to this cell. So there is one disadvantage that it requires additional memory outside of the table. Like same example we discussed in the previous slides of phone book. If another entry of Joe comes now, then it will be stored in the linked list that is mapped with the index 3 because Ria and Joe are mapped to the same index, that is 3. Similarly, if any other entry comes whose word length is 5, then it will be stored in the linked list that is mapped with the cell index 0. Next, in open addressing. In open addressing, if a collision occurs, then we look for availability in the next spot generated by the algorithm. There are many implementations of open addressing. First, linear probing. Second, quadratic probing. Last, double hashing. What we do in open addressing, if we want to insert item X in the hash table, then we try the cells H0x, H1x and so on till we find the empty cell where hi of x is equal to hash value of x plus f of I mod table size and f of 0 is equal to 0, meaning that first we find the hash value of x. If there is collision, then we add another function f of I and take the mod table size. Now value of f of I will depend on the type of technique used. If we are using linear probing, then value of f of I is equal to I, and if we are using quadratic probing, then value of f of I is equal to I square, and if we are using double hashing, then value of f of I is equal to I into hash 2 of x, where hash 2 is the another hash function. Let us understand linear probing with an example. Suppose we want to insert 14 where hash function is key mod 7. Then 14 mod 7 is 0, so 14 is stored at index 0. Likewise 8 is stored at index 1. Now if we want to insert 21, 21 mod 7 is 0, but there is an item already at index 0. So we will try next empty slot, that is 0 plus 1 mod 7, which is 1, which is again filled. Then we will try another empty slot, that is 0 plus 2 mod 7, which is 2. So 21 is stored at index 2. Similarly, we will insert 2 in this hash table. Now quadratic probing with an example. Same hash function is used here. 14 will be inserted at index 0, 8 will be inserted at index 1, 21. 21 mod 7 is 0. Now there is collision. So we will try next empty slot, that is 0 plus 1 square mod 7. So which will be 1. Again there is collision at index 1. So we will try 0 plus 2 square. Now we will do 2 square. This is the difference from linear probing. So 0 plus 2 square mod 7, it will be equal to 4. So 21 will be inserted at index 4. Similarly, we will insert value 2. Last is double hashing. In case of double hashing, we have second hash function, which is prime minus key mod prime, where prime is a prime number smaller than the table size, and we use double hashing by this formula: hash 1 of key plus I into hash 2 of key mod table size. Like we have hash function key mod 13 and we want to insert 19. 19 will be inserted at index 6. Similarly 27 will be inserted at index 1. 36 will be inserted at index 10. There is no collision, so there is no issue till now. Now if we want to insert 10, 10 mod 13 is 10. There is one collision because 36 is stored at index 10. So we will try second hash function. Now value of second hash function will be 7 because we have chosen prime number which is less than table size, that is 7. So 7 minus key value is 10. So 7 minus 10 mod 7, which is 4. So hash 2 of 10 is 4. Now first collision has occurred, so we will take hash 1 of 10 plus 1 into hash 2 of 10 mod 13. Value of hash 1 of 10 is 10 plus 1 into 4, that is 14 mod 13 is equal to 1. But there is collision again. So we will try hash 1 of 10 plus 2 into hash 2 of 10, that is 10 plus 2 into 4 mod 13. which is 5. So 5 is empty, hence 10 will be stored at index 5. So this is about double hashing. So hope all these concepts of hashing are clear to you. In the next video, I will give a demo on working of linear probing and quadratic probing. Thank you.